Welcome to Backwoods Survival. I'm Christopher Weesey,
And I'm Andrew Rumback.
and we're here to bring you the top 10 survival items that will be the most necessary to survive in any survival situation. We're going to count down from 10 to 1. We're going to start with number 10. Andrew's going to bring you 10 through 6, and then I'm going to bring you 5 through 1. So I hope you enjoy.
Alright, number 10 item we think is a fishing kit. And that's what we have inside this little beef jerky can. You can use a chew can or Altoids tin. We should have a little spool of line that we put on a paint stir. Got some $1 hooks in here, fake bait, sinkers, and whatnot. But this is pretty good because it'll catch you some food if you need it. If you're not into hunting and other stuff like that. Our number 9 item is a survival saw. This is just like a cheap Coleman one that we picked up at Walmart. But it works like crazy for chopping down trees. Really, any tree you can pretty much chop down, besides like around that size. Other than that, if it gets too big, it'll take forever. How much did we get this for?
I think we picked it up for about $8 on sale, but like MSRP price is like anywhere from $10 to $30 depending on what you get. You can pick up like that Coleman one for $10, or you can pick up like the Bear Grylls Gerber survival saw, which is like $30. It just depends on which brand you prefer.
Alright, number 8 item is a flashlight. This is a Tech Light Lumimaster. Comes with 3 settings. It got the regular setting, the high setting, and then the strobe setting. And what's good about a small flash like this that has a lot of power is if you're on the move at night, which is not good to do, but if you absolutely have to and you can't carry fire, flashlight's good to have. And since this has the strobe on it, it's a good deterrent for predators such as like coyotes or smaller wolves and animals like that. Number 7 is a compass. This is an engineer's compass, so it's a little bit more technical, but any compass will work. That's pretty much it. How much was this?
$5. The engineer's compass is about $5 in most places. You can also get the mapping compass, which is like the flatter one. You see it's like a rectangle. It's made out of hard see-through plastic, and it's got a compass and a magnifier on it. Those range about $8 to $10 because those work better with maps. Although those work better like on the go, moving and stuff than the maps one do. You can. They also come out with like little ball keychains, and there's a few other variations of it. But that one's about $5. That's usually what the MSRP price is.
What's good about having a compass with you is if you can't see a good fixed point in the horizon to know where north is, then this will show you the way. If you're in a weird place that you really don't know where to go and stuff, this will help you out.
Just don't have anything magnetic in your backpack, otherwise it screws it up and throws it off. If you are going to use it, keep it away from the magnets in your backpack, and then set your bag down and walk a couple, yards away from your backpack if you're going to use it. Otherwise, it might throw off the directions of it.
And our number 6 item is rope. Rope is very, very, very useful when you're out surviving. It could be used for many things, such as building shelters, tying up, making like a teepee.
Tourniquets, if you get cut and you need it. You can
strip it apart, make it into single strings for suturing, whatnot. And that's you also can use the fishing line, the hooks for suturing too, as long as the hook's clean.
Generally, if you're going to use a survival situation, paracord works best. It's what they use for parachuting, but it is a little bit pricey. It's hard to come by unless you go to a specialty store. That's just 50-pound test nylon. You can pick that up at pretty much anywhere. I picked that up that's 20 feet for about $3. Like I said, you can use whatever you have. The more pounds it can hold, the better, just because you can use it over and over and over, and it's not going to wear out. And if you want to have bigger logs on your shelter, then you're going to need heavier rope. Fishing line's not going to cut it if you're making a really big shelter or with heavier logs. So that kind of rope makes it nice. So now we're going to go down to the top 5 items. The number 5th item is going to be a tarp. The reason being is a tarp is a very diversifiable item. You can use it for many uses. You can waterproof your shelter. You can use it to collect rainwater. You can use it to trap fish. Use it to trap animals. You can use it as a bivvy. You can use it as a emergency blanket if it's nothing else, if that's all you have.
Catching water.
Catching water. You can use it for a lot of different ways. This is about a 6 foot by 8 foot. I picked it up for about $3. It's very lightweight, weighs less than 2 pounds. It's very foldable. You can fold it down. It's compact in your bag. I like it also because if I'm on the move and my backpack does not have a protective covering, I can just put that over my bag and then tie it shut, and it'll keep most of the water off of it. So a tarp is a very good item to have. The number 4 item is going to be a first aid kit. The size of the first aid kit that you buy is up to you. This one is less than 2 pounds. It came with 150 items. Everything is biodegradable in here, except for the 2 items that I added, which are tweezers. Excuse me, no. That would be fingernail files and super glue. Everything else that came with it. It's foldable. You can expand it. It comes with 6 pockets, so 6 areas. It comes with everything from band-aids to, antiseptic to alcohol pads, cold packs, tape, venom and wasp and all that kind of stuff. I picked this up for about $15. You can, like I said, you can make your own. You can buy a nicer one. You can buy something like this. The size of it just depends on how many is in your group, if your preference, or just depends on your certain needs. Like people that are allergic to wasps and bees and all that is going to need an EpiPen. So that's not in there. So you might have to add that in yours. It just depends on what kind of kit you want and your certain needs. Number 3 item is going to be a knife. I prefer a multi-tool just because of the multiple uses you can get out of it. The pliers are nice when you're working with the hooks, metal, anything like that. It's got a file for if you need to sharpen your knife or file down like wood or something. It's got a nice sized blade. I believe it's a 3-inch blade, which is pretty nice. It's pretty sharp, stays sharp. It's got a saw, I believe. Yep, it's got a saw, a smaller knife, a serrated blade. Comes with a lot of items. This is very useful in a survival situation because you can get very, very many different uses out of it. Flaying fish, self-protection, cutting down smaller trees, whatever you need. Multi-tool is very good. Number 2 item is going to be a water bottle, preferably a metal water bottle. The reason being, if you're in a survival situation and the only water you can get, you believe has bacteria and viruses and pathogens, you don't want to drink that water even if it looks clear, because if you do, you can get stuff like diarrhea, giardia, that kind of stuff. It's not very good. You're going to be in a worse situation than if you weren't to just drink it anyway. So with that being, you can take this metal water bottle, put your water in it, put it over the fire or near it or something, and boil that water in this, and it won't ruin your water bottle. Don't fall in for the gimmicks of the life straws and all that stuff, because those eventually wear out and you need to replace the filters. You may not always have that, and you're not going to always have a replacement in a survival situation. So even though those are good at first, they wear out. This metal bottle is not going to wear out. You can always boil your water. And the nice thing about that is it's cheap. You can buy one of these like this for anywhere from $1 to $30. It just depends on what you prefer. I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1. I've already tested it. It does boil water and it does not melt. I've done it multiple times to test it. Works like a charm. It gets all black and gross and stuff, but I just wipe it off and it's perfectly fine. The number 1 item is going to be a fire starting source. We'll talk over the different types in another video, so check that out. But for now, we're just going to show you my favorite, which is going to be the magnesium strip. Reason being is that this is one of the few fire starters that's not going to run out of something. Matches, you could run out of matches. They can get wet. If you don't have waterproof ones, they can get wet. If you have, a lighter, something's walking around the area. If you have a lighter, runs out of fuel, anything like that, it's going to run out of something, and then you're going to be in really deep trouble. Magnesium will last for over, I believe, 1,000 strikes. So if you know how to use it, it'll last you a very long time. All you got to do is shave some of this magnesium off, strike it with a steel sword against the striker strip, and it'll give off an immense set of sparks that's supposed to be supposedly brighter than the sun. Haven't really looked that up, but they say it is. But they'll catch fire on the magnesium shavings, and it'll burn very, very hot and very, very fast. So that's why I like this. You can use it in the wind, you can use it in the rain, you can submerge this underwater, pull it out, strike it, you're still gonna get a spark. Pick this up for $8. You can get most of them from anywhere from the cheapest being $5 to $40, I believe I saw the most expensive online. It just depends on you, but this one's very good for beginners. If you want to try it, I suggest a Coghlan's or a Coleman's. Either way, they're very good. So that is going to be our video. I hope you enjoy. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to message or leave us a comment. We hope you check out the other videos. And if you have any other questions or suggestions on future videos or what you'd like to see, don't hesitate to message or comment us. We're always open for suggestions. Like I said, we're not experts, but we do research and we do test stuff out. That way we can bring it to you and say that we've already done it and not just saying it. So I hope you enjoyed this first video. Check out our other videos. This is Backwoods Survival. I'm Christopher Weesey.
And I'm Andrew Rumback.
And we hope to see you around.